These 5 medicines might be silently killing your heart. Are you taking one? Did you know that the pill sitting in your medicine cabinet right now could be silently damaging your heart? That's right. What if I told you that medication your doctor prescribed to help you might actually be increasing your risk of a heart attack by up to 50%? This isn't some internet conspiracy theory. This is backed by real medical research that the pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know about. Hey health warriors, I'm back with potentially life-saving information that mainstream media won't cover. Today, I'm exposing the shocking truth about 5 common medications that could be putting your heart at serious risk right now. Now, I want you to take just 1 second to tap that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. When you subscribe, you're not just supporting the channel, you're making sure you get important health information that mainstream media often doesn't cover. All right, let's continue. Medication. Number 1. NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. First up, these might shock you because they're super common. Pain relievers like ibuprofen, Advil, Motrin, naproxen, Aleve, and even stronger ones like diclofenac or celecoxib, Celebrex. You can grab some at the store, no prescription needed. These are champs at killing pain and swelling. But here's the catch. Using them a lot or taking big doses can raise your chances of a heart attack or stroke, even if your heart's been fine so far. How? They can push up your blood pressure, make your body hold extra water, and make your blood stickier. Yikes! The American Heart Association says using these regularly can boost your heart attack risk by 20 to 50%, and it can start in just 1 week. It's scariest for people with heart issues, high blood pressure, or cholesterol troubles already. What's the fix? For quick pain, try acetaminophen, Tylenol. It's kinder to your heart. For long-term aches, chat with your doctor about tiny doses or other tricks like physical therapy, heat pads, or creams you rub on. Medication number 2. Certain diabetes medications. The second category might shock you, especially if you're among the millions managing diabetes. Some diabetes medications, particularly older sulfonylureas like glimepiride, glyburide, and glipizide, have been associated with increased cardiovascular risks. These medications work by stimulating your pancreas to produce more insulin. However, studies have shown they may increase the risk of hypoglycemia, dangerously low blood sugar, which puts strain on your heart. Additionally, some research suggests they may directly affect heart cells. A landmark study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that patients taking certain sulfonylureas had a significantly higher rate of cardiovascular events compared to those on newer medications like metformin. The good news: newer diabetes medications such as SGLT2 inhibitors like Jardiance or Invokana and GLP-1 receptor agonists like Ozempic or Trulicity have actually shown heart protective benefits in clinical trials. If you're currently taking an older sulfonylurea medication, don't stop taking it, but do have a conversation with your doctor about whether newer options might be better for your heart health. We're halfway through this big info drop. If it's hitting home, pause for a sec, hit like and subscribe if you haven't. Every new friend helps us share this life-saving stuff with more people. Let's roll on to number 3. Medication number 3. Certain antidepressants. The third category of medications that might increase heart attack risk are certain antidepressants, particularly tricyclic antidepressants, TCAs, like amitriptyline, nortriptyline, and imipramine, as well as some selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs. While mental health is absolutely crucial and untreated depression itself is associated with heart disease, some antidepressants can affect heart rhythm or blood pressure. TCAs in particular can cause what's called QT interval prolongation, basically a disruption in your heart's electrical activity that can lead to dangerous irregular heartbeats. A study published in the British Medical Journal found that tricyclic antidepressants were associated with a 35% increased risk of heart attack compared to non-use, especially in the first month of treatment. Does this mean you should stop your antidepressant? Absolutely not without consulting your doctor. The benefits of treating depression often outweigh potential risks. However, if you have heart disease or risk factors, your doctor might prefer newer antidepressants like SSRIs, SNRIs, or bupropion, which generally have fewer cardiovascular effects. Regular heart monitoring might also be recommended if you're on certain antidepressants. Medication number 4. Pseudoephedrine. The fourth medication that could put your heart at risk is one you might reach for when you're stuffed up with a cold or allergies. Pseudoephedrine. Found in many over-the-counter decongestants like Sudafed, Claritin D, and Advil Cold and Sinus, this medication works wonders for clearing congestion, but it comes with some serious cardiovascular concerns. Pseudoephedrine is a stimulant that narrows blood vessels, helping to reduce swelling in your nasal passages. However, this same blood vessel constricting action doesn't just happen in your nose, it happens throughout your body. The result: increased blood pressure, elevated heart rate, and in some cases, irregular heartbeats. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Pharmacology found that pseudoephedrine can increase systolic blood pressure by an average of 3 to 5 points and heart rate by 2 to 4 beats per minute. For healthy individuals, this might not seem like much, but for those with existing heart conditions, high blood pressure, or other risk factors, these changes could potentially trigger a cardiovascular event. The FDA actually requires all pseudoephedrine products to carry warnings about their potential risks for people with heart disease, high blood pressure, thyroid disease, or diabetes. Yet many people don't realize the medication they're taking for a stuffy nose could be stressing their heart. What are the alternatives? For nasal congestion, consider saline nasal sprays, nasal irrigation with a neti pot, or steam inhalation. If you need medication, phenylephrine, found in products labeled PE, might be a better option, although it's less effective than pseudoephedrine for some people. Nasal corticosteroid sprays like fluticasone, Flonase, are also effective for allergic congestion without the cardiovascular effects. Medication. Number 5. Certain pain medications. COX-2 inhibitors. The fifth category that could increase heart attack risk includes specific pain medications known as COX-2 inhibitors. You might remember Vioxx, which was withdrawn from the market in 2004 due to increased heart attack and stroke risks. Currently, celecoxib, Celebrex, is the only COX-2 inhibitor still available in the United States. COX-2 inhibitors were designed to provide pain relief with less stomach irritation than traditional NSAIDs. However, they primarily block only one type of COX enzyme, COX-2, which can create an imbalance that promotes blood clotting and constricts blood vessels, both risk factors for heart attacks. A major clinical trial called Precision found that celecoxib had similar cardiovascular risks to ibuprofen and naproxen when taken at the lowest effective dose. However, all three medications increased heart risks compared to no NSAID use, especially at higher doses or with longer use. If you need long-term pain management, discuss with your doctor about the lowest effective dose, non-medication approaches like physical therapy or acupuncture, or alternative medications depending on your specific condition and overall cardiovascular risk. Conclusion. So there you have it. 5 types of medications that might secretly raise your chances of a heart attack. Let's break it down simply. First, NSAIDs like ibuprofen and naproxen are great for pain, but using them a lot can put your heart at risk. Second, for the millions of you managing diabetes, this information is particularly important. Older sulfonylurea medications like glimepiride, glyburide, and glipizide work by pushing your pancreas to produce more insulin. Unfortunately, studies have linked these to higher cardiovascular risk compared to newer alternatives. Third, certain antidepressants, especially tricyclics, can throw off your heart's rhythm. Research published in respected medical journals found that tricyclic antidepressants were associated with a 35% increased risk of heart attack compared to non-use, with the risk being highest in the first month of treatment. Fourth, pseudoephedrine, that stuff in decongestants, can crank up your blood pressure and heart rate, stressing your system. And fifth, COX-2 inhibitors for pain, like Celebrex, need to be kept at the smallest dose possible to avoid trouble. Now, here's the super important part. Don't just stop taking any of these meds on your own. I can't say it loud enough. Talk to your doctor first. Suddenly quitting something prescribed can cause more problems than it solves. If any of this worries you, especially if your heart's already been through the ringer or you've got risk factors piling up, make an appointment. Chat with your healthcare provider about what's going on. They'll help you figure out the next step. Every pill's a trade-off between good stuff and risks. What works awesome for your buddy might not be the best for you. Your own health story, like what's happened before, what's happening now, and what else you're taking, decides if a med's a fit. It's all about finding that sweet spot that keeps you feeling good without sneaky side effects. Thank you so much for watching this potentially life-saving video. If you found it helpful, please hit that like button and share it with friends and family who might benefit from this information. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel to continue receiving valuable health information that could literally save lives. Remember, knowledge is your most powerful tool when it comes to protecting your health. By staying informed and working closely with your healthcare providers, you can make the best decisions for your unique situation. I'll see you in the next video with more health insights you won't want to miss.